The Labor Code of the Philippines, Chapter 1, General Provisions, Article 1, Name of Decree. This decree shall be known as the Labor Code of the Philippines. Article 2, Date of Effectivity. This code shall take effect 6 months after its promulgation. Article 3, Declaration of Basic Policy. The state shall afford protection to labor, promote full employment, ensure equal work opportunities regardless of sex, race, or creed, and regulate the relations between workers and employers. The state shall assure the rights of workers to self-organization, collective bargaining, security of tenure, and just and humane conditions of work. Article 4, Construction in favor of labor. All doubts in the implementation and interpretation of the provision of this code, including its implementing rules and regulations, shall be resolved in favor of labor. Article 5. Rules and Regulation. The Department of Labor and Employment and other government agencies charged with the administration and enforcement of this code or any of its parts shall promulgate the necessary implementing rules and regulations. Such rules and regulations shall become effective 15 days after announcement of their adoption in newspaper of general circulation. Article 6, Applicability. All rights and benefits granted to workers under this code shall, except as may otherwise be provided herein, apply alike to all workers, whether agricultural and non-agricultural. Chapter 2, Emancipation of Tenants. Article 7, Statement of Objectives. Inasmuch as the old concept of land ownership by a few has spawned valid and legitimate grievances that gave rise to violent conflict and social tension, and the redress of such legitimate grievances being one of the fundamental objectives of the new society, it has become imperative to start reformation with the emancipation of the tiller of the soil from his bondage. We will skip emancipation of patents. Okay. Book 1, Pre-Employment, Article 12, Statement of Objectives. It is the policy of the state, A, to promote and maintain a state of full employment through improved manpower training, allocation, and utilization. B, to protect every citizen desiring to work locally or overseas by securing for him the best possible terms and conditions of employment. C, to facilitate a free choice of available employment by person seeking work in conformity with the national interest. D, to facilitate and regulate the movement of workers in conformity with the national interest. E, to regulate the employment of aliens, including the establishment of a registration and or work permit system. F, to strengthen the network of public employment offices and rationalize the, the participation of the private sector in the recruitment and placement of workers, locally and overseas, to serve national development objectives. To ensure careful selection of Filipino workers for the overseas employment in order to protect the good name of the Philippines abroad. Title 1, Recruitment and Placement of Workers, Chapter 1, General Provisions. Article 13, Definitions. Worker means any member of the labor force, whether employed or unemployed. B. Recruitment and Placement. Recruitment and placement refers to any act of canvassing, enlisting, contracting, transporting, utilizing, hiring, or procuring workers and includes referrals, contract services, promising or advertising for employment, locally or abroad, whether for profit or not. provided that any person or entity which in any manner offer or promises for a fee employment to two or more persons shall be deemed engaged in recruitment and placement. C. Private private fee charging employment agency means any person or entity engaged in recruitment and placement of workers for a fee which is charged directly or indirectly from the workers or employers or both. D. License means a document issued by the Department of Labor authorizing a person or entity to operate a private employment agency. E. Private recruitment entity means any person or association engaged in the recruitment and placement of workers, locally or abroad, without charging directly or indirectly any fee from the workers or employers. F. Authority means a document issued by the Department of Labor authorizing a person or association to engage in recruitment and placement activities as a private recruitment entity. G. Seaman means any person employed in a vessel engaged in maritime navigation. H. Overseas employment means employment of a worker outside the Philippines. I. Immigrant means any person or worker or otherwise who emigrates to a foreign country by virtue of an immigrant visa or resident permits or its equivalent in the country of destination.